Hello and welcome to our channel, where stories come to life. Today, we dive into The Dragon of the Zambezi, a magical African tale of bravery and unity. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more thrilling tales and adventures. Let's get started. Once upon a time, in the lush and vibrant land along the mighty Zambezi River, there was a small village named Noba. This village was known for its fertile lands, abundant wildlife, and, most notably, the majestic Zambezi River that brought life to the entire region. The villagers lived in harmony with nature, their days filled with the songs of birds, the rustling of leaves, and the gentle flow of the river. However, beneath this serene surface lay a hidden fear. Deep within the depth of the Zambezi River, there dwelled a creature of immense power and mystery, a dragon. This dragon, known as Nkosana, had scales that shimmered like the river at dawn, eyes that glowed like the moon, and a roar that could shake the earth. Despite its terrifying presence, Nkosana was rarely seen, and the villagers only spoke of it in hushed whispers. One fateful year, the rains failed to come. The once bountiful Zambezi began to dry up, and the land turned barren. Crops withered, animals grew thin, and the people of Noba faced the threat of famine. Desperate, the village elders gathered to seek a solution. They believed that Nkosana held the key to their salvation. For legend had it that the dragon possessed the power to control the river and bring rain, but how could they, mere mortals, convince a dragon to help them? It was then that a young warrior named Tari stepped forward. Known for his bravery and unwavering spirit, Tari volunteered to face the dragon and plead for its aid. The village elders looked at Tari with a mixture of hope and fear. "Tari," said the eldest, his voice trembling, "the dragon is powerful and dangerous. Are you sure you want to undertake this perilous journey?" Tari nodded, determination in his eyes. "I must try. Our people are suffering, and if there is even a chance that Nkosana can help us, I must take it." Armed with nothing but his spear and the blessings of his people, Tari embarked on his journey. He followed the winding river, its once mighty flow reduced to a trickle, and ventured into the heart of the Zambezi. Days turned into weeks as he navigated through dense forests, treacherous swamps, and rocky cliffs. Yet, his determination never wavered. One evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon, Tari arrived at the dragon's lair, a cavern hidden behind a cascading waterfall. Summoning all his courage, he entered the dark, damp cave. The air was thick with the scent of moss and the distant echo of dripping water. Deep within the cave, Tari found Nkosana curled up, its massive form coiled like a river serpent. The dragon's eyes opened, and it gazed at Tari with a mix of curiosity and ancient wisdom. "Why have you come here, brave one?" Nkosana's voice rumbled, reverberating through the cave like thunder. Tari, though trembling, stood tall and spoke with a clear voice. "Great Nkosana, my people are suffering. The river that sustains us has dried, and we face famine. I humbly ask for your help to bring the rains and restore the river." Nkosana regarded Tari for a long moment, its eyes narrowing. "Many have sought my aid, but few have dared to face me. What makes you think you are worthy of my assistance?" Tari took a deep breath. "I do not come for myself, but for my people. We live in harmony with the river, respecting its gifts and its power. Without it, we cannot survive. I ask not out of greed, but out of a desire to protect my village." Nkosana let out a low, rumbling growl, then spoke. "Very well, Tari. I shall test your resolve. You must complete 3 tasks. If you succeed, I will grant your request." Tari nodded, determination burning in his eyes. "What are these tasks, great dragon?" "First," said Nkosana, "you must climb the tallest mountain and bring back a flower that blooms only at its peak. Second, you must cross the great savanna and retrieve a feather from the elusive golden eagle. Lastly, you must dive into the deepest part of the Zambezi and recover a pearl from the river guardian." With renewed determination, Tari set off to complete the tasks. He climbed the tallest mountain, battling fierce winds and biting cold. After days of arduous ascent, he found the delicate flower, its petals shimmering in the sunlight. Carefully, he plucked it and descended the mountain, his heart light with hope. The mountain was treacherous, its rocky slopes dotted with loose gravel and hidden crevices. Tari's muscles ached with each step, the thin air making it difficult to breathe. As he climbed higher, the wind howled around him, threatening to throw him off balance. At one point, a rock dislodged beneath his foot, sending him sliding perilously close to the edge. But Tofori dug his spear into the ground, stopping his fall just in time. His heart pounded in his chest, but he pressed on, driven by the thought of his village and their desperate need. Next, he journeyed across the great savanna. The scorching sun beat down on him as he searched for the golden eagle. With patience and keen observation, he spotted the magnificent bird perched high on a cliff. Using his agility and wit, Tofori managed to retrieve a single feather, a testament to his perseverance. The golden eagle was not easily caught. Tofori had to traverse the vast savanna, keeping low to avoid startling the bird. His heart raced as he inched closer, every rustle of grass a potential giveaway of his presence. Suddenly, the eagle took flight, and Tofori sprinted after it, his eyes locked on its golden plumage. He leapt over rocks, ducked under branches, and finally, with a swift throw of his spear, he dislodged a single feather from the eagle's wing. The bird screeched in surprise but flew away unharmed. Tofori picked up the feather, feeling a surge of triumph. The final task took him back to the Zambezi, where he dived into its depths. The waters were dark and cold, but Tofori swam with determination. He reached the lair of the river guardian, a giant fish with scales of pure silver. Respectfully, Tofori asked for a pearl, explaining his mission. Moved by his sincerity, the guardian granted him a pearl, glowing like a star in the night. Diving into the river was no easy feat. The currents were strong, pulling Tofori in different directions. He struggled to keep his bearings as he swam deeper, the pressure building around him. Suddenly, he spotted the guardian, its massive form gliding through the water. Tofori approached slowly, his movements deliberate. The guardian's eyes gleamed as it assessed him. Tofori bowed his head in respect, and after what felt like an eternity, the guardian opened its mouth, revealing a single pearl. Tofori took it, his lungs burning for air as he swam back to the surface, breaking through with a gasp. With all three tasks completed, Tofori returned to Nkosana. The dragon, impressed by Tofori's bravery and dedication, nodded approvingly. "You have proven yourself worthy, Tofori. I shall honor my promise." Nkosana rose from its lair, its majestic form glowing with an ethereal light. With a powerful roar, it summoned the clouds and unleashed a torrent of rain. The river swelled, its waters flowing once more, bringing life back to the land. Crops flourished, animals thrived, and the village of Noba rejoiced. Just as the village began to celebrate, a new threat emerged. A band of ruthless raiders, led by a fearsome warlord named Jabari, had heard of the dragon's power and sought to claim it for themselves. They stormed into Noba, their weapons gleaming and their intentions clear. Tofori, weary from his journey but fueled by a new sense of duty, stood at the forefront of his people. "We will not let them take what we have fought so hard to save," Tofori declared, rallying the villagers. The clash was intense, with the less equipped villagers fighting fiercely. Tofori led the charge, his spear flashing in the sunlight as he faced the warlord Jabari. Their battle raged through the village, each strike met with a counter-strike. At one point, Jabari knocked Tofori to the ground, his spear skittering out of reach. Standing over him, Jabari sneered, "You cannot win." Drawing on his last reserves of strength, Tofori rolled aside and grabbed the fallen warrior's sword. With a swift, powerful thrust, he disarmed Jabari and pinned him to the ground. Just as the villagers began to gain the upper hand, the sky darkened, and a powerful roar echoed. Nkosana descended from the sky, its eyes blazing with anger. Terrified, the raiders dropped their weapons and fled. Nkosana landed beside Tofori, casting a protective shadow over the village. "You have proven your worth once again, Tofori," the dragon said. "Your courage and leadership have saved your people." Exhausted but victorious, Tofori bowed to Nkosana. "Thank you, great dragon. Without your power, we would not have survived." With the raiders gone and the village saved, Noba entered a new era of prosperity. Tofori, hailed as a hero, led with wisdom and compassion, while Nkosana's presence became a symbol of protection and harmony. Years passed, and the tale of Tofori and Nkosana became legend, inspiring generations with the values of courage, sacrifice, and respect for nature. Tofori, now an elder, often shared his story with the young ones. Remember, he would say, true strength comes from within. It is not the size of the challenge, but the size of the heart that faces it. And so, the tale of Tofori and Nkosana, the dragon of the Zambezi, lived on, a timeless reminder of bravery and the bond between humans and the natural world. Thank you for joining us on this magical journey. Remember to like, share, and subscribe for more captivating tales. Until next time, keep the spirit of adventure alive.